Hey guys, this is Dylan again with Jowers Technology Solutions. So I know I haven't posted anything in 2 weeks. I've been super busy. Cyber school's no joke. We just got through programming, so that was interesting and fun. Still got a lot of work to do, a lot to learn. Anywho, so I'm kind of doing an impromptu video because I've seen I follow different jobs on Upwork and stuff like that. So I see a lot of issues people have with Ubiquiti, and so I'm going to do a quick video on how to configure Ubiquiti wireless controller along with an access point because for whatever reason some people just get stuck on things, and so I'm trying to do this so that if you do get stuck on something, hopefully this will help you out. And that's a big point to all these videos I'm making, is that I'm trying to take out all the extra fluff that some people put in other videos and just get straight to the technical piece. That way you can learn, and that way nobody's wasting any time. So anyway, I'm gonna jump straight into it here. To give you an idea, I have a virtual machine here, and it is on the same VLAN as the access point. And so I do have multiple VLANs, but we're only using one VLAN in this scenario. So the access point is already hooked up to a PoE switch on my stack, and this is the VM, and then we're gonna go ahead and run the Ubiquiti installer software. It might take just a few minutes, give or take, because the VM is a little slow because it's only got 4 gigs of RAM. But we're gonna roll through anyway. Alright, so go ahead and hit the install button, and it says requires Java, so we'll go grab Java really quick. And if this takes a minute, feel free to skip ahead in the video. I know that sitting here waiting on software to load can be a little boring. And while this is loading, I wanted to also make a mention that I am in the process of building a cyber range. I already have a server, and right now I'm in the process of building virtual machines out, putting firewalls in place with their own internal LANs, and so that's going to be something that's coming in the future. Right now, since I am in cyber school, I don't have a lot of time. Same reason why I'm not making videos more often is because I don't have a lot of time between work and family. It's a stretch. But anywho, so what I'm going to try to do is go ahead and get that started and go ahead and get things built, and then make it to where people can remote into the firewall or my external firewall, and then get to the cyber range from there. So I just want to make a mention of that, and it's going to be fun. Alright, so we're good there, and let's go ahead and close that and minimize this, and then we're going to rerun the software. I should have known about the Java. I don't know why I overlooked it. I'm also going to show you, so there's actually 2 switches between this virtual machine and the access point, but I'm just going to show you one switch because they basically have the same config. You have this virtual machine, which is going over trunk ports off the server to a switch, and then you have that switch trunked to another switch, and then that switch has a trunk port between itself and that switch, and then itself and a access point. Well, I'm sorry. In this case, I made an access port because we're only doing one VLAN. So I just want to make you all aware of that. I know that we're going into this a little blind. I should have given this VM more RAM. Alright, so this is going to take just a moment to initialize. So I'm going to go ahead and hop out of here and then go to my laptop. Alright, so I'm going to bring this over to the screen. Okay, that's right there. It looks like that's done. Alright. So really quick, I'm going to pop this over here to my screen. So I'm going to show you. I've already configured the switch with the base configuration it needs to do trunking. So we'll do a show run. And you'll see I don't have anything set up on the server except for the switch except for 2 ports. So right here we have so switch port 1 that's on VLAN access 60 or access VLAN 60, and then this switch port mode, and then I have the duplex and the speed both set at auto just for the sake of simplicity. And then same thing right here. This is a layer 3 switch, so I had to, and this is a 3750 by the way, so I had to do the switch port trunk encapsulation.1q, and then I turned it into a trunk. And then I also did the switch port allowed VLAN or switch port trunk allowed VLAN all, so that's why you don't see specific trunk any specific VLANs under that port. It's just letting everything through. So that's the basic setup for that switch. Alright, so here we are. We have it set up. So we're going to launch the browser and hit advanced, and then accept risk and continue. I'm going to exit out of all these extra tabs I don't need. Okay, so we're just going to stick to all the defaults just for the sake of simplicity, so that we don't have to, go through every little detail. Alright, and then I've already created an account with Ubiquiti for this. Alright, I'm going to disable auto backup and then hit next. And right now it says you have no devices, so I'm going to click next on this. And then we're just going to do a test Wi-Fi. Test, let's see here, TSTF. And then we're going to combine this and then hit next. Everything's good to go for this demonstration. Yep. Alright, so now this is going to load the controller up, and then I may have to go factory reset the access point so that it will see it, because it might say it's being managed by another controller. Because I pulled this access point off of another setup, and so it may need to do that. Hit don't send. Anyway, we're not worried about that. Okay, so give me just one moment, and I'm going to go factory reset this access point, and then we'll move on. Alright guys, so what I did was I factory reset the access point, and then I came back. And so right now, since it was already on that network, I guess it automatically adopted it and then automatically provisioned it. So right here in the corner you see that the access point is up and running, and if I click on it, it'll bring up all the stats and whatnot on it. So from here, what I'm going to do is connect a device to it, so that way you can see that it is actually getting on the network and is getting the correct IP address. So I'm going to go ahead and add that on my phone, and then watch the magic happen. Alright, so it just connected. So now I'm going to go to the devices, and you'll see right here that now I'm getting the 112 address, and my access point is getting the 111 address. There we go, the 111 address. So that's how you basically set up the access point if you have a flat network. Again, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but if you have this set up with multiple VLANs, you're going to need a trunk between the switch and the access point. Just keep that in mind. So guys, I hope this was helpful. Again, I know that I'm trying to make videos as much as possible with the tight schedule I have. But anyway, I hope this is helpful. Please like it, comment on it, let me know what your feedback is. I'm going to continue making videos as much as possible to help out, reduce the fluff and keep it as technical as possible. That way we're not wasting any time. But anyway, yeah, y'all have a good night, and thank you very much.